I'm Dan Covington. You can always find me at estateplankansas.com. Let's talk about something called a spendthrift provision. It's a big thing that distinguishes a trust from a will. We'll start with a scary story, true story. Administering probate of a will, a pretty good size estate. Beneficiaries all have a fairly decent idea of what their distribution will be at the end of the probate proceedings. The estate receives a garnishment. A couple of the beneficiaries have an old judgment. The trustee and the attorney for the estate receive a garnishment on this judgment saying, essentially, if you're familiar with garnishments, it says, "Dear trustee, here's a lawful judgment against these two beneficiaries. To the extent that the estate is going to pay out to them, first, this creditor gets their money." There's not a happy ending to that story, unless you're the creditor. Beneficiaries had a large chunk of their distribution pulled from the estate lawfully by that creditor. If mom and dad had had a trust, on the other hand, that trust very likely would have included a spendthrift provision. Spendthrift provision, well, first of all, because the trust doesn't go through probate, the creditor doesn't know there's a distribution out there. There's not a mechanism to chase down those funds. But even if they tried, the trust should have contained a spendthrift provision, which would provide the trustee a way to safeguard those distributions and provide the trustee some discretion to not pay out those funds to the creditor, instead to pay those to the beneficiaries. Beneficiaries decide when and how they pay that creditor. There's not a lot to talk about on the ins and outs of a spendthrift provision. It's a fundamental part of really any good estate plan and primarily in a trust. I hope I can be of more help to you in this area. You can always reach me at Estate Plan Kansas. Thank you.